Welcome back, English learners. Today, we're diving deep into the colorful world of 1970s slang. Erica, why do you think the language of this era still fascinates so many people, even decades later?
Great question, Marco. The 1970s were a period of cultural revolution, and language reflected that energy. Slang from this time, like groovy or far out, wasn't just about sounding cool, it expressed a relaxed, optimistic vibe that was emblematic of the disco and hippie movements.
That makes sense. These phrases seem to encapsulate the spirit of the era. But I wonder, are there linguistic reasons why certain slang terms persist while others fade away?
Absolutely. Linguists point out that memorable slang often has a rhythmic or playful sound, making it fun to say and easy to remember. For example, jive turkey uses internal rhyme and humor, which increases its staying power. Plus, pop culture movies and music keeps reviving these words.
So, it's a combination of sound, meaning, and cultural reinforcement. Before we examine specific expressions, can you share an example of a 1970s phrase that unexpectedly resurfaced in recent years?
Sure, mellow out made a comeback during the pandemic as people sought ways to relax under stress. Social media posts urged followers to mellow out at home, showing how old slang adapts to new contexts.
Let's explore some iconic 1970s slang in detail. Starting with groovy, it pops up in both casual chats and movies. How would you define it, and why did it catch on so widely?
Groovy originally meant something that was excellent or enjoyable, almost like today's awesome. It has musical roots, referencing the grooves on vinyl records, implying something is in rhythm or going well. Its positive, laid-back connotation made it especially popular during the disco era.
Interesting. Now, another phrase that stands out is far out. While it literally means distant in slang, it describes something impressive or unusual. How did that shift in meaning come about?
Great observation. Far out evolved from jazz musicians using it to describe innovative music. By the 70s, it meant anything remarkable or unconventional. It's similar to how we now say something is mind-blowing. For example, that concert last night was far out.
And then there's fox or foxy referring to an attractive woman. Would you say this term is still used today, or has it become outdated?
While foxy is less common now, it appears in retro-themed media or humorously among friends. Language changes with society's views, so terms like this may fall out of favor as norms evolve, but they remain recognizable cultural references.
Moving from individual words to phrases, let's discuss how these expressions functioned in real conversations. For example, how's it hanging is an informal greeting. Would you recommend English learners use this today?
It's a friendly, laid-back way to ask, "How are you?" However, it's quite informal and may sound outdated or even odd in some settings. I'd suggest learners use it with close friends, especially if they want to sound playful or reference the 1970s deliberately.
That's helpful advice. Another interesting phrase is to chat someone up, meaning to flirt or make conversation. Are there any etiquette tips for learners about when this is appropriate?
Absolutely. While chat up is understood, using it requires cultural sensitivity. In formal or professional contexts, it's better to use neutral terms like talk to or have a conversation. Chat up is best reserved for informal situations among peers.
And what about hitting someone up or booking? These are useful, but could they be misunderstood?
Definitely. Hit someone up means to ask for something, often money, while book means to leave quickly. Both are informal. Without context, book could confuse listeners, so it's important to clarify meaning through tone or additional explanation.
Let's transition to how 1970s slang fits into modern English. Are these terms just for nostalgia, or do some still have practical applications in daily conversations?
Great point. While many 1970s expressions, like jive turkey, are now mostly humorous or nostalgic, others like grab some grub or mellow out remain common, especially among younger speakers. Using these can add character or humor to conversations.
Are there risks of sounding out of touch or inauthentic when using older slang, especially for non-native speakers?
Yes, context is crucial. Dropping groovy in a business meeting might sound odd, but using it at a themed party could be perfect. I recommend learners test these phrases in low-stakes situations, like chatting with friends before using them more broadly.
That's wise advice. To wrap up, could you share a strategy for learning and practicing period-specific slang effectively?
Immersing yourself in media from the era films, music, or even podcasts helps internalize usage and tone. Try repeating phrases aloud or role-playing dialogues. This builds confidence and ensures you use slang naturally and appropriately.